Member for Bonner.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Treasurer. Will the Treasurer outline to the House how the Morrison government's economic support packages are helping businesses and families and keeping people in jobs, especially in Victoria, while we get to the other side of this pandemic?
The Treasurer.
Well, thank you, Mr Speaker, and I thank the member for Bonner for his question, note his experience in small business before coming to this place, and the fact that in his electorate there are 5,200 businesses that are benefiting from JobKeeper. And across Queensland there are 180,000 businesses that are benefiting from JobKeeper, and already $7 billion has gone to those businesses and their staff across Queensland. Now, Mr Speaker, the Morrison government has provided an unprecedented level of support in response to COVID-19, some $314 billion, or 15.8% of GDP. Now, that's in contrast, Mr Speaker, to the states, who have provided around $48 billion worth of support, which is the equivalent of 2.4% of GSP, gross state product, Mr Speaker. And our response has been initially to provide income support to families and to businesses to cushion the blow with the supply-side shock, and particularly the JobKeeper program, which has been described by the Governor of the Reserve Bank, Phil Lowe, as a remarkable program, Mr Speaker, that has helped keep people in a job. And already $42 billion has gone to Australian businesses and their staff as a result of the JobKeeper payments. Now, Mr Speaker, like Tony, who's got a hairdressing training business in Mount Garrat, Mr Speaker, in the electorate of the member for Bonner, and he described it as a lifeline for his business and helping him through the recovery. Now, Mr Speaker, there's also the cash flow boost, which is supporting 780,000 businesses, Mr Speaker. $22 billion has already gone out the door with the cash flow boost, like to Wally's Lollies, Mr Speaker, in Box Hill South in the great state of Victoria, Mr Speaker. There's also been, through our income support, the coronavirus supplement, Mr Speaker, which has supported 2.3 million people and has seen $9.7 billion out the door, as well as the $750 payments, Mr Speaker, the two $750 payments to 2 million pensioners, as well as many others on income support, and we've already seen $9.2 billion go through that program to Australian households. Now, Mr Speaker, in addition to that income support, there's also the Targeted Home Builder program, there's also the Relief and the Recovery Fund, and of course there's the $1.3 billion of support for the aviation industry, Mr Speaker. We are providing a range of economic supports to the Australian community to help get them to the other side. We were with the Australian community at the start of the crisis, we're with them through this crisis, and we'll be with them all the way to the end of this crisis.
Has concluded, and I call